Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fleece. I'm your host Harry and our co-host Daniel.
Yeah. I regret to inform all our listeners and viewers that Seth from that one episode has in fact breached confinement and is now on the loose. We have no idea of his current whereabouts, and I'm not really arsed to go look for him because I'm like tired as fuck, man. I do not got the energy to go around
Look,
hunting down
the
prisoners, bro.
Losers Club are helping him hide.
Yeah, those goddamn traitors. Thought I could trust them, but no, they're harboring our hard-earned prisoners. This shit sucks. Bring them back, okay?
You know what else sucks? Sleep.
Yeah, that shit's ass.
Like,
Fucking hate sleep, honestly. It's like no,
except
it's
Killian,
like
except Killian Murphy, he fucking loves sleep. I saw a YouTube short of it.
eh, fair. I'm glad to see he could find positives in an objectively fucking shitty thing. Sleep is so bad. Like it's like 8 hours, give or take, of time wasted. And even when you wake up from the 8 hours, you still feel like shit. But let's be real, you don't even have the opportunity for 8 hours. Most days, probably like six, maybe seven. It's just so fucking bad, bro. Like I feel, and even if okay, say you sleep more than you should, say like by some miracle you get 9 hours, you still wake up feeling miserable. And not to mention like going to sleep as well. I find is just never an easy task. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you exercise before. It doesn't matter what fucking thing you drink. It doesn't matter if you look at your phone or not. To be honest, like you just it takes too long, and then the end result is never worth it.
Yeah, and it's like when you pick the nicest tune or like sound effect to like wake you up like with your alarm clock, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. A nice
Yeah,
sound is playing, but you still have to fucking wake up.
yeah.
It's like,
No, not
shut
even
up.
that.
I don't want to hear it. I just want to sleep.
Yeah, let me go back. Yeah, because like 9 times out of 10, like assuming you remember your dream, which let's be real, by the time you wake up, you've forgotten like pretty much everything except like one, two, maybe if you're lucky, three bits about it. But the dreams can be so fucking awesome. So when you wake up, it's like I don't want to fucking wake up to this shit. Most I have to look forward to today is maybe eating a sandwich. Put me back.
Or that you might even come up with a very good idea in your dream and then it just goes away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing I don't get. Like people say, "Oh, I get a lot of inspiration out of my dream." I have not found a single thing of worth in my dreams, and I don't know why. I don't know. Well, one, it doesn't help that like I can't remember most of the shit from the dreams anyway, and two, the dreams are just kind of shit. There's nothing really to work with there. Like I think my dreams, the way they work, basically, it's like disc. It's like I'm watching a TV channel, just like scrolling through shit. It's just like little flashes of disconnected stories, and that's it. And I don't give much of a fuck about any of them. There's something to work with there, man. I don't know why people like sleep so much. I mean, I guess it's better than like being awake, but like fuck, not by much. You're gonna have to wake up anyway.
Yeah, because last night myself and mom couldn't go to sleep. It's like any time we couldn't sleep, there was a full moon. And like, obviously, there's always like talk about whether a full moon can really mess with your head. Well,
Hmm.
all I can say is that any time I couldn't sleep, a full moon was out. Absolutely
I
has
think
nothing
you
to
might
do
be
with
a
anything.
werewolf.
I might be a werewolf, yeah, you're right.
You might be a werewolf because I think, like specifically, if you're experiencing this much discomfort over a full moon, you're probably a werewolf. To be fair, though, I never see you outside when there's a full moon out, so you might be. Yeah, you have all the covers up. You're hiding where the moonlight can't reach it. Yeah, he's a werewolf. You heard it first, folks. He's got two different kinds of fleeces. The one he's got on right now, and his natural one, and he goes all like, "Whoop."
And then, and it's like when I try to sleep, all I can see is like, you know, like that sort of static on the TV.
Oh yeah, when your
That's
your
all I
eye.
can see. So it's like I keep my eyes closed. I try to dream of something. All I can see is quite literally a blank
Yeah,
sort of staticky thing.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
that's just sort of the
an accurate
problem. Like it's the
representation of
way.
anyone's mind who can't think of anything.
Yeah, like that's like the worst part about sleeping. It's like the intermission between you getting ready for bed and then you being in the bed. Going to bed is so ass because all you can do is just sit and lie there and hope your brain will just eventually be like, "Ah, fuck this." That's what I did. That's why I'm on the phone all the time because it's like I'm like waiting to get like a for a doctor's appointment or some shit. I'm just like, ah, for fuck's sake, 5 minutes. I'm still not in. What the fuck? It's just like this. It's so ass. Like it's bad enough I have to do this in the first place. Like, why do you got to make me wait for it? Shouldn't there just be an automatic like? Because I think most animals can just like I think dogs can literally just like pass out in like 5 seconds by command. And here I am, fucking 10 minutes later.
I feel bad for the
I
fish who have to sleep with their eyes up.
I actually yeah. Well, one of the reasons I'm glad not to be fucking living in the ocean. Like fish don't even get the luxury of being able to sleep. Like don't get me wrong, I hate sleep, but I hate sleep because of the inconveniences it brings. Like being asleep's awesome because it's better than being awake. Fish don't even got that, man. Their life sucks. They're just permanently moving around in like just the water, and they can't even sleep.
Well, the ocean never sleeps in general. I can't give a single fish or any marine animal that can sleep.
Yeah, or at least like get proper sleep. I wonder if crabs sleep. I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to sleep because like they don't really. Okay, they can. Well, I mean, they can breathe underwater, but I don't really think they need to be underwater necessarily.
No?
I feel like, yeah, okay, all right. Crabs, all right. With no scientific basis whatsoever, we have deemed that crabs are the first bit of aquatic life that that can sleep. Fuck yeah, crabs. Maybe actually, wait, no. I was gonna say squids. They probably definitely can't.
The kraken?
Yeah, the Kraken. Yeah, actually, no. The Kraken's probably the one exception. He basically just waits until Davy Jones gets his fucking boys to send out the fucking Samsung alarm clock so he can go fucking kill Jack Sparrow wherever the fuck. I'd say the Kraken's the one exception as far as squid sleeping goes. Uh,
Um,
I, I've just never really had good experience like going to sleep. Like 9 times out of 10, like I'm like if I've had like a really long day and like my whole body feels weak, then I'll maybe like if I'm not on the phone, I'll like maybe go to sleep in like 10-ish minutes. But even then, that's probably being generous. But like 9 times out of 10, there those times where for no reason at all, you just
yeah.
wake up in the middle of the night. You don't know why. You're feeling kind of shit. Sure,
That
you can probably
that
go back to
happened
sleep.
once and mum woke up. What are you doing? And
Hmm.
like I nearly put on my fucking kraken bombs for no reason. It's like my brain was just so fucking it was
Yeah.
skyrocketing. So it's like I'm putting on my school kraken bombs. Mum comes out. What are you doing?
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
He was just like, "Oh shit, I woken up. Guess it's time." Mom goes, "What the actual fuck are you doing?" He's like, "I woke up. It's time for school." 3:47. Oh,
Pretty much.
nah. Cause it's so shit. Because then there's times like
And
it's
then
not. It's not.
and then when
Oh,
it turns 8, I then struggle to get up.
yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking nah. There's like waking up is the worst part of the whole sleep experience because let's be real. When you wake up, you will never feel refreshed. You're always gonna feel crusty and nasty as fuck waking up. So you have to spend like So, like, let's assume it's the weekend. Best case scenario, you have literally nothing to do. You're probably going to have to spend, at minimum, at least like 10 minutes in bed just adjusting, trying to like fucking not like go back to sleep. And then you like get up and you're just like, well, this fucking sucks. And then you start moving around a bit and then maybe you're ready for the day. But if you got like shit to do, like you got to go to school, you got to go to work, you got to go, I don't know, go to fucking Mars in like a few minutes. That's so shit because you don't even get the time to like adjust and then like maybe feel better. Now you have to get moving. You got to get your fucking clothes on. You got to pretty yourself up so you don't look like a fucking homeless guy. And then you got to get food into you. And it's just like, man, for fuck's sake, I woke up 10 minutes ago and I'm fucking went to bed at 3 a.m. I have like 2.5 hours of sleep at most. Like it's just no. I think sleep fundamentally, just in the modern society, is more of a hindrance than it should actually help. I think the next scientific endeavor, once we've mastered space travel, is to figure out a workaround to sleep, because that those 8 hours could mean the difference between like full colonization of the galaxy and like only just arriving at Saturn after we've started like de-evolving or some shit. I don't know.
Have you heard of REM or
REM.
EM? REM, rapid eye movement.
No.
So basically, it's how quick your eyes move. So apparently, your eyes are like moving all around while you're sleeping.
Damn.
Yeah. So like,
I don't know what the fuck they'd be doing though. The eyes become sentient. They become self-aware. It's like, wait, what the fuck? Why is it just eternal darkness? So they keep moving, and then they just give up when we wake up.
I mean, I kind of saw a similar thing in Stranger Things 4 or season 4. Uh, well, I know it's funny to mention a fictional TV show, but like,
This is the best
it's still
example we got. To be
for
fair though,
now.
like
For
there are
now,
worse
it is.
examples. Yeah. It's just like when you bring up a valid point and they're like, "Oh shit, where'd you got that from?" I was like, "Oh, I got it from a video game."
Mm. Well, no, RAM rapid eye movement. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can confirm. Well, I mean, guys, let's be real. We're the same people who figured out that crabs sleep underwater, so like we're clearly just fucking geniuses. We're scientists, but like, I s- like it's happened more often than not. I feel like maybe it's just like the way our brains were programmed, but I think again, it like like our caveman brains versus like the modern sort of way of life we have now just don't mix because 9 times out of 10 like there'll just be like some random noise that goes off in the distance and then you just wake up all of a sudden. I say this like it affects me. I'm a heavy sleeper, man. Like I sleep through
mm,
fucking everything, bro. Like a bomb could be going off in my kitchen and it just wouldn't matter. I'd still be like like it just
uh,
like I just would not wake up. And
here. Sorry, what?
no, go on. You got all excited,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Come on.
So
I'll let you have your moment.
because I'm like past and I can't forget anything I've learned, right? So there's
I don't
four
think you're that
stages of
bad.
sleep with in terms of REM. So stage one, when for the first 5 or 10 minutes you're still technically awake, but so like it will roughly take in between 5 to 10 minutes for you to sleep. And then
Nice.
second stage, body temperature drops and heart rate slows down. That's kind of given. Brain begins to produce sleep spindles. That's not else to look up.
Hmm.
Lasts 20 minutes. The muscles relax. Blood pressure and breathing rate drop. And then the deepest sleep occurs. I'm sure our guys would get through that stage way quicker. Uh,
Nice.
and then when you're finally out cold, brain becomes more active, body becomes more relaxed, immobilized, dreams occur, and eyes move rapidly. Hence, therefore, REM, rapid eye movement.
Big.
Yeah. So what is this? Brain spindles. That, that's a new one.
I
Oh,
think they're
sleep
like
spindle. Oh, wait.
yeah. I mean, like there's spindles and like cells, so I think it's just like
Oh, sleep
you.
spindle. Sorry. Yeah.
I think it's just brains just sending out messages like, "Yeah, we're asleep now. Go on low power mode, bro.
Hmm.
Go on no power mode. We're fucking recharging."
Brainwaves that occur during non-rapid eye movement sleep.
Oh yeah, that's stage two.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I just had to look at what game man. You're right there, brainwaves. Um,
Yeah. I think that's the problem as well because like I mentioned earlier, like right, you're like we're constantly kind of at war with our brain in like in a few different ways. So then like sleep because sleep's really important. It gives the brain time to recharge and shit, even though it really doesn't fucking feel like it when you wake up.
no.
It technically gives the fucking brain a chance to recharge. So let's say you're, as probably we all are, you stay up till half two because I don't know, you fucking felt like it, and then you go to bed and you're probably thinking like, okay, I have like 5.5 hours of sleep at most. Tomorrow's gonna suck. Your brain is going to be like, no, fuck you. I'm getting at least 7. You can sleep through whatever the fuck you need to do. And then you wake up and then you're like, oh, what the fuck? It's half an hour to me first fucking lecture, man. Okay, I'm fucking hanging myself.
Yeah, funniest thing mom says is that technically we're dying every day.
Texas. Bro, we were destined for death the second we're born. I don't know what the hell mom talking about. We're dying every day. Yeah. Who put you on the planet, bro? First time?
God.
It got. They didn't believe in us. God did. I think that's just the worst part of sleep is because because the brain prioritizes it just completely fucks you over. Like everything else will just slow down. And I feel like okay, maybe this is probably unique to me. Whenever I like going to bed, my back always just like maybe it's just the way I'm sleeping. I always just wake up, my back feeling like stiff as shit. It's just fucking pain in the
Same.
ass.
Same.
Yeah, I'm just like fuck this
It's
shit, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong.
yeah. Yeah, I wonder too. Is it the way I'm sleeping, or is it just
Yeah, and it
getting
doesn't
old?
help much. Yeah, and it doesn't help much that like let's say, okay, I'm finally going to sleep in a certain position that'll probably help my back. It doesn't matter because apparently you'll just fucking move in your sleep anyway and just fuck up your entire strategy.
Yeah,
So it's just like, well, what's the fucking point of even trying then? Unless I
yeah,
literally drop myself down to the bed.
yeah. So then I just went to like slept on my front instead, and that kind
Yeah.
of good. Well, like still not the most comfortable sleeping position, but
Yeah, yeah, because then your neck might get stiff, or you just wake up with a really bunged
yeah,
up face. You're just like, oh, fucking hell.
yeah.
So it's not even like comfortable. I think genuinely the only way sleep would be comfortable is if you do it in a low gravity environment and you just pass out and then you sleep.
I always thought about that as well.
Yeah, because there'd be no pressure in it. Like, who says you need to sleep on something for the sleep to be better? Like, I don't know if there's a scientific study that says, oh, you need to be on a solid surface. That's why you can't just
There,
be, I don't know,
there, there's
parachuting.
there's one thing. It's gonna sound a bit weird, right? One thing I always
Mm,
saw in my head, which I feel would be like a good sort of best relaxation, right? Is that
mm.
you're in a tank of water, whether it's cold or warm, and then
Yeah.
you're wearing like a sort of
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah, like an
mask, and
oxygen
then
mask.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's up there,
yeah.
but you're wearing nothing, right? So like you feel completely free. So like there's nothing holding you down. You're just like eyes
Yeah.
closed, just water.
I think the worry would become because you're surrounded in water while you're asleep. You're probably gonna piss in the tank, so you just like it daily. You're just gonna like sleep in your own piss and or shit. So
Yeah, you become.
I
Oh,
see
that's
where
right.
you're
Yeah, yeah,
going.
you become relaxed. I didn't even think about that.
I like the idea, but I feel like I get a bit too cozy in my fucking water
Yeah,
bed and just
yeah, you get your relax and then you're fucking, yeah,
I think that'd be
you,
the only downside.
and then you're set off. Well, the downside to people who own the tank.
Yeah, be a downside. Yeah, because every night they just have to fucking the
Imagine,
amount of water they'd have to recycle and like filter
ima-
because they keep pissing in it.
no, imagine Phil's Barry's tank, our uncle from America, imagine Phil's his. Get the
Right.
fuck out.
Yeah. Oh, well, sure you did. Man, I love
And
inside jokes.
I'm definitely not bringing this up because of something I did when I was a lot younger.
Yeah. We won't give you the context for that one. As funny as it is, you'll never know. This will just be one of many unsolved parts of the fleet iceberg.
Until I'm fine
Speaking
with
of
it.
Yeah,
Go.
speaking of like Barry, right? I found I brought this. I talked with this with like mom and like just places where we didn't feel safe sleeping. I never felt safe sleeping in his house ever.
Really?
Like it wasn't like oh it wasn't that like fucking Barry was like a serial killer or anything like that. It was just his house. Like even during the
Haunted
day
house,
with
the
all the
grandfather clock. That
yeah.
fucking freaked me out.
No, that was like the worst part of it. But even without that, even when the lights were sort of on, you'd walk around his house and everything would feel like really eerie. There's a lot of shit in his rooms, but
You're
all the
not alone.
rooms somehow, yeah, it just feels too like big and like not a lot of shit's going on. You don't feel like you're alone. Like it just felt weird. It's like the reverse of claustrophobic. It just feels small. But like no, that grandfather clock like fucked me up.
Why does anyone even have that?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like aesthetically, okay, sure, but like it's the fucking noise, which is like the whole selling point of it. I'm just like, no,
It's
I'm like still scared of the dark, and like imagine me trying to take a
it,
piss, and all I can hear is that fucking shit.
it's quite literally a cliche object in a horror film.
Yeah, like nah, bro. You see the fucking FNAF 4 shit, and I just hear that. I'm like, nah, nah. Freddy
Or
Fazbear's is down the hall. I'm not going out there, bro.
Stranger Things season 4.
Yeah, wouldn't know. Haven't seen it. But it just never felt right. I feel like even the other places in Florida we stayed in, it's all the houses like just carried that same feeling of like two big rooms. You always feel something's off. Yeah. Like I think it's better over here. Like even in the different places I've stayed in Ireland, I just felt like I suppose it's my country, it's my home turf. I kind of know it better. And also like the house structure is more familiar. So I guess that would make sense. I guess just like the unfamiliar environments. But that doesn't really help you when you're like going to sleep and everything feels off. So you're just kind of hiding under the covers like, okay, if something tries to kill me, it won't see me because my face is obscured by the sheet. They'll take my feet right off though.
Yeah, no, the jar can play tricks with you.
Yeah. I just like even like I'm always like whenever I go out to the bathroom, like either like just before going to bed, like going to sleep, or like I've woken up in the middle of the night. I like grab the phone and like get the flashlight out. I'm just like, okay, yeah, don't see anybody. I think I'm gonna be fine. Like I try, like okay, I know realistically nothing is there, but it's that uncertainty, and then also just it's dark, it's late at
OCD.
night. Yeah, well, not even OCD. I think it's just a case of like I don't know. It just makes me feel safe.
Mm.
I think that's the problem. Like you need too many conditions need to be met for you to first of all probably fall asleep, and secondly for it to sleep to actually be comfortable and work, which is even more rare and let's be real, probably fucking like unachievable.
Mm.
Like it needs to be the right temperature. You need to feel comfy. You need to like you basically need to make sure that like you feel like you're ready to go to sleep. And if there's noise or there's some other background shit going on, like it just won't happen. So unless you're literally on the brink of like passing out, you're not really gonna go to sleep normally, like 9 times out of 10. Unless you fucking get sleeping pills, which are apparently bad for you or some shit.
We actually take sleeping pills anytime we came back from America.
Yeah, because fucking jet lag. Ah, yeah, jet lag. Yeah. That's so ass. That's like the one thing. That's why
It
I'll never understand like doing like a weekend or like like a really short holiday in somewhere like in like a country with a drastically different time zone. Like you need to be in that country for a while just to get past jet lag because that shit'll last like at least half a week.
yeah, it's fine like when you're going there as opposed to going back home from it.
Yeah. It just perpetually feels like dealing with jet lag feels like you're always doing an all nighter, and that's just I know from experience that shit is not fun.
I've only
You
ever
only do
done
that shit out of desperation.
I've done only three, so one
Yeah.
in 2016 when I literally just speed ran through a Pokemon game and it was worth it just to get all the Pokemon and get like right past to the story. Was I tired
Nice.
as fuck? Yeah, but it was worth it.
Nah, I think I've pulled. I don't even know how many all nighters I've pulled, but it's definitely well within double digits. I think like I'd like to say under 20, but I'm not sure. Like I've definitely done like a few for like school and college, and then there's just like the ones that just sort of happened. I think the first ever all nighter was yeah. Speaking of favorable conditions when sleeping, never go camping. I don't know why anyone would. And this wasn't even like proper camping, but it gave me experience enough to make me realize camping probably would fucking like suck. So
Mm,
it was us in our nan's backyard with these blankets that didn't do shit. Like they were fucking useless. I was freezing my balls off, and it was
same.
me and other brother in one tent, and then Harry, and then our cousin
Innis.
Innes in another tent. And then I think it was about maybe an hour and a half in, give or take. It was like it was fucking freezing. It was dark outside, and then George was just like, "Yo,
Fuck this.
I'm done. Like fuck it." He didn't even say that. He kind of just went like, "I'm going in." So he goes in, and it's just me on my own in the tent, and I just think, okay, right. I'm freezing my balls off. These fucking blankets, even the one that I think he did leave one behind but it just wasn't enough, and I was just freezing my ass off. So I thought to myself, okay, what would be the best way to make me fall asleep? Playing Scribble Knots. I played Scribble Knots for about a fucking hour, still wide awake, colder than before somehow, even though I was locked into the game. And I'm just like, right, well, the battery on my DS just fucking went out. I'm still cold as shit. I'm nowhere near sleeping. What the fuck am I supposed to do? And I just couldn't fall asleep. And then I think I was awake, and it was raining as well. Yeah, I probably should have mentioned that first. It was raining like a motherfucker,
Oh.
and it was just like you would have thought, oh, that would have been the perfect fucking white noise for me to fall asleep to. Nah, man, it just kept fucking jittering the tent around. Like none of the fucking water got in, thankfully, but like it was just like noisy as fuck. They kept shaking the tent, and I'm still cold, probably colder now because the fucking rain was probably knocking out all the fucking wind out of the tent. So I'm just shivering there for fucking like hours. And then the sun comes up and like, oh, everything's wonderful and happy. Somehow this motherfucker and Innes managed to sleep. At least I think they did. I don't know how the fuck they pulled it off, but god damn it, they did. So they're going in all happy as Larry's like, oh boy, I can't wait for breakfast. I'm there fucking, I think I was like 7 or 8, like just ready to fucking die. I go in, I like trudge in, I'm like, yeah, how he is. Why do my eyes burn like they do? I think it was about like 12:30. I just passed out on the couch for an hour, and I wake up like, huh? The lesson is don't do an all nighter, even if you feel like, oh, it's worth it. We can max out the grind on our gaming set. No, it's not worth, bro.
You're not proving anything.
Was that yeah? It's not even like a cool thing. It's like, oh yeah, I did an all nighter. It's like, mate, nah, you're just miserable and
It,
like, if I pushed you, you'd probably just fall over, no problem.
it's only a choice whether you do it for just gaming or for spending longer hours off with people.
Yeah, I will say though, in a weird way, it is kind of it's impressive for all the wrong reasons because you've managed to stave off sleep for as long as you have to the point where you're now awake. But you can't really prove that to an extent. I mean, okay, look, it might be a bit evident in your body language and shit, but and even still, you'll probably just like pass out at like 4:30 in the afternoon anyway. So it's not like you've really done much. It's not like you're gonna be like, all right, yeah, I'll pull an all nighter and fix my sleep schedule, which I have done. I have done this a few times thinking it'd work. I don't know if it did. It might have, but it's all nighters fucking suck, man. So we've confirmed that getting sleep and sleeping in general is shit. Not getting sleep also fucking sucks. So I think again, this is what scientists should be focusing on: finding a middle ground where we no longer have to sleep, but still get all the necessary energy and repairing shit that sleep does. And I feel like that's more achievable probably than going to a different planet where there's probably no oxygen.
Well, uh, what I tried doing. So next time something like that happens, what I'm gonna do is like get a notebook and start scripting shite because apparently writing thoughts, aside from reading, can maybe help you go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's
I think
like
that's the general like advice they give you. Just like make your brain think until it literally can't anymore and you fall asleep.
yeah, well
Yeah.
I'll keep going to account from now on.
Yeah. I think that's just the general I think that's the problem though, because I think the reason why you're able to go to sleep probably quicker than you would these days is because back in like sort of older generations, I mean, you're probably when you come home, you're probably like way more exhausted than you would be now. It's like falling asleep would probably be easier then because you fucking worked you like a dog, and then that's it. Also, sleep is something they probably looked forward to way more than they do
Oh,
now.
sleeping with COVID was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah,
Coughing and coughing and coughing in my room, you've no idea. I mean, hey,
yeah,
I had my switching, I had my Nvidia Shield TV in my room, and the monitor I had at the time, just
yeah.
jamming away.
That's got to be the worst thing in the world because of the necessity of sleeping. That's why there's extra dread whenever you get a cold or some really uncomfortable injury because you know full well you're gonna have to try to go to sleep while your fucking nose is bunged up. Maybe you're like really hot all over. You're coughing or some shit. You constantly need a drink. It's literally just you're at a certain point you don't even sleep. Your body just gives up, so then you just slump over and fucking fake die for like an hour or some shit. So bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the inconvenience of it. Like you feel for something as important as sleep is, I feel like there really should just be some sort of way to signal to your brain, like, yo, I need to go to sleep now. Not in like 10 minutes from now. I mean, right the fuck now, knock me out. But you can't. And you can't really just over rely on sleeping pills as well, because apparently they like fuck with your brain or some shit. So it's just like,
I could never sleep when playing. Like, I mean, obviously the rumbling is one factor to it, but
yeah.
the jet lag is another. And
I think just in general, like
those neck
planes.
pillows do fuck all. If I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, the neck pillows. So I think the problem with planes is like the chairs as well are just really shit to sit in. You never feel comfortable in those
Even
things.
even in business class, apparently.
Yeah, even in business class, it's like okay, it's sort of like it's sort of like the cinema as well. Like I feel like sitting in those things for a long time, unless they're the recliner ones. That's the thing because airplanes they just can't really support recliner chairs. I just don't think they wouldn't be big enough. Like the amount of like space they'd have to make room for everyone to have like at least a kind of reclining chair. They just wouldn't have the room
Yeah,
for it.
unless if it's a private jet, you're not gonna get anything like that.
Yeah. Unless you're Taylor Swift on your way to your back garden, you're not going to be able to like sit comfortably in a chair. It's just not going to happen. And that's my problem because you want to be able to sleep on the fucking plane. You're either A, jet lagged as fuck, B, you got a fucking massive headache for being in the airport. I think that only happens to me, but it probably happens to everyone else. And you just want to like pass out because sometimes you're too, and again, this might also just be me. You're too sort of queasy and sort of nauseous feeling because it's just like how fucking humid and weird it feels in the plane. So you can't really sit down and like read a book or a Kindle or whatever the fuck. You can't hop on the video, and you can't really just fuck around and watch something. So you kind of just want to pass out and hope to fuck you get there soon, but you can't because the
Yeah,
plane's fucking shit.
yeah, that's mum
You'd
all the
sooner
time.
fucking sleep in a ditch.
Yeah, that's mum all the time. Also, from what I heard, Taylor Swift, pro environment, also Taylor Swift, only the majority of the time travels by private jet, which, mind you, is letting out far more
Yeah.
fucking fumes or whatever you want to call it.
It's like George Carlin said, all these fuckers who want their brownie points, they want to save the environment for themselves. They want to have their little clean corner of where they live so they can walk around and feel all nice and pretty without have to worrying about the stray Pepsi can or whatever the fuck just rolling around. They don't want to save shit, bro. Fucking Taylor Swift took a fucking private helicopter so she can go to her fucking private toilet or some shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. But on the reverse part, okay, despite all my yapping about, oh, it's so hard to fall asleep, I will admit I have fallen asleep in the strangest of places. Well, I say the strangest places, they're probably reasonable enough. The amount of time, and also, like, I wouldn't even remember, like, falling asleep at all. Like, there's times where I'd wake up at, like, maybe where Harry's sitting right now. I think I have fallen asleep at that a few times. I've fallen asleep on the couch. I think I fell asleep on the floor one
Oh,
time. I
yeah,
don't
you
know.
did. Yeah, I tried to wake you up because, like, alright, wake him up now. So I had to
Yeah.
wake you up, like, no choice otherwise.
Yeah. There was one time I fell asleep on the toilet. I don't know how the fuck I was able to fall asleep. I guess I don't know. It
Yeah,
was just real comfy on that thing.
yeah, I remember passing out in the toilet, but then I thought I fell asleep. Oh no, I actually had a seizure. So I was like, oh shit, that's even worse.
Ooh. Yeah, that would be worse, wouldn't it? Yeah.
No, I remember nearly having fell asleep in class in secondary school in my final year. Because, like, the one year that
Yeah.
kept me up long nights because of 4 different projects going on. So I was like in
Yeah.
English class, which I think was the last class. No, it was either the third or second last period of each week. So like I was like, so like I snored a little bit and that like woke me up and was like and quietly and like and then I
Yeah.
looked to my
Oh no,
right
that's always what
and then
happens.
I looked to my right. Two guys are laughing like they're wetting themselves laughing quietly.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm surprised you made it that far into the day and it's only your last period. Because for me, it's usually like the first like 2 periods where I'm just like absolutely fucking out of it. I'm just like, all right, come on, man, just let me fucking leave, please. And then like, but usually by like the third and fourth, I'd be fine, and fifth and sixth, like maybe a little groggy or some shit, but it wasn't too bad.
I hate to sit here with passion.
Uh, yeah, fuck school, bro. Secondary's a fucking nightmare. Genuinely, my heart goes out to anyone going through secondary right now. I don't got any words of wisdom. All I can say is sorry. Hope you're doing okay.
Like not saying
Like,
not saying I hated Black Rock College, but like it's
no, I do. I will
I
stand by
I
that opinion until I'm a wrinkly
I loved
motherfucker.
alright, I loved fourth year, obviously.
Yeah.
I really liked fifth and third year. Uh second and first year, grand. Sixth year, hated it.
Yeah.
I
I
mean
kind of just hated
I
all of
can
them.
assume I think it's safe to assume no one liked sixth year.
I don't know how you'd be able to, given what kind of fucking fresh hell it is. I don't know how anyone's able to like any year, to be quite frank. I'm just like, bro, I just hate it every year. Like even like fourth year, which everyone glazes like, oh, it's the best time of your life. I thought at its peak it was mid, and then it was worse. It was just boring as fuck.
How would
Like,
you
nah,
feel? Have you heard the term sliding doors? I might have asked this already, but have you heard the term sliding doors?
no, don't think so.
Okay, so what's the best example I can give here? Uh, okay, so you know the whole Seth MacFarlane 9/11 thing.
Oh
Yeah, so
yeah.
it's
And
so it's like
he
so
missed
it's
the
like
plane.
there's like
Yeah.
there's two flying doors. One gets in the plane, he dies, or the other flying door, he misses it, he's still alive, he's my Family Guy, right?
Mm.
So in your case, uh, let's say here's a few things. Do you ever right think
Like,
if
what would
in
have
a
happened if
different
I?
if all right? So um let's say do you ever think what would my life be like if we had a sister in our family, or
Oh
if I
yeah,
went to clunking college instead, or such and such? Have you ever thought about that?
yeah. The sister one of like I never really thought about too hard. Like I've generally thought in the context of like, oh, what if I had an older sister? And I probably thought like it'd just be extra stress to be honest. Like sure, I might like them. I mean, to be fair, me and our other brother, we didn't start out on good terms, and I would say like, nah, he's pretty fucking awesome. But I'm just sort of like, generally speaking, I mean, okay, maybe having a sister would have helped. Maybe it'd be like less awkward around women and shit. But I'm just like, by how much?
Yeah,
I don't think it'd be substantial enough.
he loved trying all those food cans into your prom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he was an absolute fucking menace when I showed up. He was like fucking black Air Force energy. He wanted to be fucking gone day one, and then over time, like I don't know, I guess like he became Master Shifu, some weird shit. As for like the what if I went to a different school? I think I would still like across the board, I would still probably be as miserable, but I don't know if it's like to nearly the same extent.
Hmm.
Because the general air I got around BlackRock was like the super pretentious, we're the greatest, even though like everything is so fucking. It felt like a cult. I felt genuinely like it was almost like worshipped and glazed on the same level as Taylor Swift. It was kind of fucking eerie.
Hmm.
It felt kind of. I felt like pretty alien being like the only person who was like openly like this shit is ass. It even took like a while like before I like started talking to you guys about it. But yeah, I think because depending on the school, I think if I went to one where the friends I had in primary, if I went to that one, from what I heard from them, they said that that was also like a shithole, and it probably was because it probably didn't have as much funding as Black Rock. But I think just if I had them from day one, I think my experience would have gone way better. I
Hmm.
think also that friendship would have been stronger than it is right now. Not to say it isn't strong, but like I think it would have been better off because we still have each other and be able to see each other more often.
Yeah.
So I think overall, I would still probably like I'd still probably be a miserable cunt, but like I think probably not as much. I think I'd still just be more like, oh, this shit is ass, rather than me being like, I fucking hate reality, man.
Uh, One in particular I always think about, how would my life be if I stayed in Castle Park as opposed to St. Bridget's? Because,
Right.
St. Bridget's, that's an old boys' school, Castle Park, that's a mixed school.
Yeah.
So it's like, because I think that was the first primary school I went to.
Yeah.
I know, because it's a mixed school. I have not just friends with all
Yeah.
boys. So it's like, how would it all turn out? Would I've had a girlfriend by then? Or, you know,
Probably not.
no, probably not, no. But, like, you get what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. I feel like it like the door
But,
for
but,
possibilities.
but, but then, still have, friends with a few girls there, if you think about it. So,
Actually, yeah, to be fair, okay. All right, so there are a
so
few possibilities then, I suppose.
not like as in as in a literal girlfriend, like girlfriends, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get you. Okay, so I suppose there would still be like something there, but I don't think it would be say as grand as you think they might be, say, as opposed to if you went to like a mixed secondary school. I feel like then the sort of what if case would become a bit bigger, but I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe I just don't got that big a vision. Maybe there's like some crazy shit that could have happened.
Uh, that
Yeah.
sure,
Back to
I
sleep.
can require a lot of sleep back then for Castle Park or even Bridget's. It was all good. Our parents woke us up and we weren't generally feeling a lot tired, so it was all fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the thing. Yeah, back then I never really felt well. I suppose back then I was a kid who was happy and hopeful for life. But like, generally, I always felt like, oh, you sort of kept on a tight leash where your parents basically control your sleep schedule for you.
Mm.
And like on the one hand, it was like, oh, you don't really have any freedom. But at the same time, like I felt like I always woke up just when I was always woken up just when I needed to be woken up, and I always went to bed roughly when I needed to. And I think that worked fine. It's better than what I have now, where I think today, like I usually go to bed at like 1 in the morning. If I'm like lucky, it's probably closer to half one or like two, maybe half two, and I'll wake up at like 10, but I won't really get around and do anything until like 11 maybe. So it's just like I don't know. I just kind of miss I miss just being able to like wake up and being like, damn, that was a good sleep, and actually like feeling like better for having that sleep as opposed to, oh, for fuck's sake, I woke up again. Like for something as important as it is, I really feel like sleep should be less of a pain in the ass than it actually
Yeah,
is.
I know. Yeah.
It feels like more of a task I have to do than like something that like a reward. Like, okay, the day is finally over, you can sleep. And I'm just like, man, for fuck's sake.
A few things I tried before, like to help sleep, which it has. So at one point, I used my first set of AirPods. So like put them in. Obviously, I wasn't playing any like metal rock music. I was playing sleep ambient sort of music, and it did in fact knock me out. The problem with AirPods is that they stick out of your ears, so therefore it's
Yeah.
gonna make lying on the pillow very uncomfortable. So then Bose introduced the sleep buds, and they fit in your ear very snugly, no issue. You lie down, it's comfy as shit. The
Hmm.
problem though is that they only had pre like they only had like inserted like they had like preloaded music and sounds, if that makes sense.
Oh,
So like you
yeah, that's
couldn't
kind of
like
shit.
you couldn't add like or couldn't play wherever you wanted. But
Why would they do that?
I don't know. I mean, I guess they just researched saying, oh yeah, our sounds and music that we put in by according to our research apparently puts which it did help you sleep.
I suppose.
But in the end, unfortunately, because there was a design flaw in their thing, they then was like, okay, you want to get a refund, you can bring it back to us because there was a design flaw which stopped them from working. So
Damn.
shame because they actually were really good. It's like not being able to play whatever you want. But
Hmm.
then there's the headband, which I know you will think George with. So it's like one of those like sleeping masks you put around your eyes. The only
Right.
thing is that they have built-in speakers. Once again, they're comfy, and you can play wherever you want, and it lasts you the whole night.
Nice. So even when I'm asleep, I could just be like, I'll just be like tossing and turning to the sound of fucking, I don't know, yeah, Dommy Mommy ASMR, yeah.
Guess so, yeah. That's what you want if you want to do.
Sick. Yeah. I mean, I get like that. Like I've listened to that stuff before, and it's just like I don't know, kind of not. Actually, yeah. To be fair, I have fallen asleep to it before, so it works like a good 65% of the time if you want to give it a go. Just not all the time though. It kind of again like it sort of falls under the. It's the same sort of criteria as sleep. Sometimes it works. Sometimes if you don't
I
have the right conditions, it's kind of a hindrance.
I remember Granny threw my first one into the washing machine thinking that it was an actual clothing thing. It's like, hello,
Or,
there's literally a wire and a power button on that thing.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's the. I remember George. He had like this fucking white noise machine. I don't know where it's gone. We might have thrown it out. And there was like a bunch of sounds to choose from. But basically, because it was his, he just decided, no, we're listening to the crickets chirping ambience, and if you change it, I will kick you in the fucking dick. I'm like, fair. I don't know. That shit kind of worked.
I don't mind that, crickets.
Yeah. There's also like I think like rain,
But
like a sort of drizzle, and then
but
like
like
waterfall. But
I never listened to like any of like the sound like landscape sounds on my Bose sleep buds. I only ever listened to like the sort of synth
ambience.
ambience. Yeah. I've only ever
Yeah,
listened
yeah,
to
yeah.
them. I find them far more relaxing than nature sounds or animals and shit.
Fair, yeah. To be fair though, I don't suppose how many fucking I feel like if it's like birds, I couldn't sleep to that because that's the sort of shit you hear when you wake up. And then most other animals, nah. But yeah, I like how you probably would have. I think I've shown you a video on it. There's like there's ASMR, but then you got ASMR, which is basically just the reverse. They play the most uncomfortable fucking loud, like like screech, like your
Yeah.
fingers scraping on
Um.
chalk. You got like fucking power tools, and then just like plate on fork, and like a fucking sledgehammer against the microphone. I feel like the animal equivalent for that would be bees, because that the fucking buzzing is like the most unnerving fucking noise imaginable. Like, nah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just like, nah, bro.
Fuck. Yeah. That
Yeah.
that that already makes my ears feel uncomfortable now.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's sleeping experience is probably different, but like I feel like at least everyone has had like like
Mine.
more times often than not, like where you had like a shit bit of sleep.
Oh, mine's apparently special. I'm a werewolf.
Yeah, you're a werewolf, man. You just anytime there's a full moon, you're just fucked. You can't even sleep through that shit. You gotta just stay hidden, stay low, hope the fuck it just passes.
Yeah, but myself and mom were up at night, tossing, turning, seeing static.
Yeah, wonder if I'm special. Maybe something happens during the fuck like a solar eclipse where it just fucking I don't know, just start fucking contorting and twisting into a pretzel or some shit. That'd be funny.
And did you hear of Pokemon Sleep? The app.
Yeah.
So basically, you get rewarded for sleeping.
Fucking finally.
Yeah.
Something that makes my sleep worthwhile.
Now,
Actually,
I won't lie, I kind of forgot what the rewards are, but it's interactive
$12,000.
at the same time. Uh, but what it requires you to do though is like to literally put your phone like not on like not like on your drawer, like your side
On your
drawer, on your actual bed.
yeah.
Like put not like right next to you, but like on your bed, so it can start recording you snoring or like moving about and such. And they're
Yeah.
doing that for research apparently. So
Research. What the fuck they're researching humans? Research Pokemon, Professor Oak. What are you researching me, motherfucker? Creepy bastard. What
uh
happens though when I'm tossing and turning and then accidentally my hand hits off the phone screen and then like fucking like my Gyarados just fucking like just starts fucking screaming and then I wake up. I don't know.
oh
I
yeah, and
feel like it'd be a bit counterintuitive.
actually it can, I think it can work as a sleep thing. So when I say that, I mean like
Alarm?
help you sleep and then wake you up.
What is it?
Yeah,
Does it somehow like emit waves from the phone that are somehow sedative?
yeah. So
That'd
let's
be a
say
genius thing.
uh okay, so every time you sleep, you see different Pokemon come into your area with different sleep styles.
Sleep styles.
Yeah.
You got the one, he gets the warm milk, goes to bed. The other just falls asleep. The other
So
one drinks till he fucking passes out.
when night falls, it's time to track your sleep. All you have to do is place your smartphone by your pillow and call it a night. And you get going, so by the time you wake, Pokemon will have gathered in the sleep type, in the Pokemon sleep based on your sleep type and how long you slept. Carry out research on your Pokemon sleep styles to complete your sleep style decks. Of course, there's a fucking deck to it.
Yeah. There's a Pokemon Dex. Even in your sleep, you can't escape it, Harry. You need to fucking 100% that shit.
And then, of course, you can still care for your Pokemon during the day while they're sleeping.
Damn.
Check your sleep report, get support to try to sleep your best. Oh, and then smartwatch paired with your Apple Watch. Okay.
Nice.
So, fuck it, I might download it. Alright, so I'll download it, give it a
I feel like
try.
it work better with the Apple Watch because then it's not as awkward. With the Apple Watch, you just strap the fuck around your wrist and you go to bed.
Yeah.
Like I've done that before. That's not
I'll,
too bad.
I'll give it a go one more time. And then next podcast I'll let you guys know how it
Uh,
goes.
Yeah, we'll have a little channel in the Discord. We'll have a thing called Harry's Pokedex. That's the new channel, and you can keep you guys updated on that.
On everything Pokemon related because I can
On
shut the fuck
yeah,
up about.
yeah. But just on the topic, like of just like having shit around that like can like helps you sleep or just makes sleeping easier. I think okay. Now, back when I was like smaller, like I always had like this giant armada of like plushies with me, and I was just kind of like they're just like sort of snuggle up in the corner. They'd act as like a double pillow, but I didn't really fuck with them much. I usually just grab the one as like go to bed. But in recent times, I've been stealing when like sometimes I sleep in my bed, but it's kind of shit. I've had that bed since I was like 11, and it's like too small. Like my feet sort of go off the edge of that thing. But sometimes I sleep in Harry's bed, and while I'm there, he has like these big, massive fucking plushies, and I just take one of them bastards. I fucking love them, man. They're
They're
amazing.
very soft, I know.
Yeah, I literally just like fucking cling on to that thing for dear life. It's so good.
Do you
It
struggle?
doesn't even really help.
Do you just struggle with them?
There's there's no evidence of that. There's no documented proof that I did not straddle any of the plushies in my brother's room. There's no proof. No, no one will believe you. No, but I just fucking love that. It's just great. I just hug the shit out of them, and then like I don't know, it just helps me go to bed like that tiny bit faster. But speaking of plush, because you're talking about Pokemon, I'm assuming you've heard the news.
Gardevoir plush?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, but like no point in me like looking into it. It's only in Japan.
Yeah. Oh, okay, all right. So it's they haven't spread that thing out worldwide yet. Okay, good. That's good news. That's
The,
good
the, the,
news.
the, the
Keep humanity
closest
safe.
the closest one, which if we're even lucky, is now there's now a Pokemon UK store. Now
Oh, okay.
whether that can be shipped over here, I don't know. But
Probably some funny like Brexit shit. So it might be a pain in the ass. I'm not sure though. Maybe it isn't.
well, I mean, since UK is obviously a neighboring country, well, kinda. Uh, I'm pretty sure it won't cost all that much compared to shipping something from the US to come here. Unless
Yeah,
there's a lot more factors we need to take into account that I just don't know about.
there might be. I don't know. Because I guess like it probably like the people who manufacture the shit, it probably costs them a fair bit to send it out as well.
Hmm.
I wouldn't know. I've never looked in. Typically whenever I talk about stuff related to business or finance, I never do any research, so I just kind of assume all the shit. But I assume that sending your product probably costs money because of the drivers and like all the delivery that requires it. You probably need like this probably goes through like three separate sets of delivery before it actually reaches your door. Probably like that's like the minimum probably
Hmm.
if you're like if it's doing international shit. Like it's just I guess like yeah, like especially if like if it's from America, it's probably a pain in the ass because like shipping shit overseas is like probably the most like time consuming thing,
Hmm.
and it might not be worth it. It might it's probably why it costs like shipping fees can like cost so much because it can just be a pain in the ass for them. So that's probably why. Uh, also like
It'll just mean time game fleece.
yeah, exactly. See, people have been fleecing way before we have, man. It's just a universal principle. Fuck hustling, bro. We fleecing out here. Uh, I suppose that's another thing, though, because as much as we shit on sleeping on a plane, rightfully so, sleeping on a plane is shit. Good luck sleeping on a fucking boat.
And the food.
Yeah, and the food. Yeah, I know. Like with the planes, you just always feel sick. You could have like been having the best day. You could be feeling like young, fit, healthy, and vibrant. If you go on a plane, you're gonna start feeling queasy. There'll be this weird
And
pit in your stomach for no reason.
and Ryanair. I was on Ryanair. I ordered a sweet and sour chicken. It was decent compared to like the free meals they give you.
Wait, do Ryanair get? I suppose they'd have to
Yeah,
give you
yeah,
free
no,
meals
yeah,
depending on
yeah,
how
no,
long it
but
is.
like they could give you like paid stuff as well.
I'll fucking pay to win airlines, bro. You know, fucking
I I
way.
I I, I think my sweet and sour chicken on a Ryanair flight once was only 6, 7 quid.
But like for like the portion that you'd probably get out of like a ready-made meal and like Marks and Spencers or some shit. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if
but
it'd be worth
I
that
mean,
much.
it's not like you're gonna get a fucking fancy fine dining portion of it, but
I
yeah,
know, but I feel like I could like pull up at like your average like Irish Chinese, and I feel like I get more bang for my buck out of that. I could literally pull up to Returnal right now and ask like, "Yo, give me that fucking 4-in-1." You know I want it,
yeah.
and then they give me that, and that's like that's a fat meal. Like you're gonna feel like a big motherfucker after eating that, and by
The only
big I mean
difference is
fucking
they have a
fat.
proper kitchen. The plain just has pre-packaged shit.
Well, we say proper kitchen, bro. We don't even know if they're actually
Okay,
cooking
well,
with chicken in there.
kitchen, there.
Yeah, they have a kitchen. The most that I mean, sure, yeah, with the planes, they probably like they cook all of the shit well in advance and then like store it in like a fridge or something. Then like I don't
Jesus,
know.
he's
Yeah,
it
they
some
probably. Yeah,
way
I was gonna say.
somehow.
Oh yeah, yeah. They heat it. So I was gonna say. Oh, they probably have a microwave, but like shit. No, that would just be inconvenient. They're probably just the way they have it on like the tray. It probably just like heats them somehow. We have no idea. Would not know. It's been like at least a year since the last time I was on a plane. Probably more actually. What am I talking about? It's been like fucking
No,
two at this point.
the last time I was on a plane was sort of late February, going over to the UK.
Oh, you meant last year? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, bro, it's February right now. Yeah, well, I suppose you did say late February, so like fair enough. Uh, I think the only time I've ever been asleep on a boat was you'd remember this because you were there and you were actually awake for the whole thing.
Chester.
Chester,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yes,
I,
you, George, Ali, and Pat were sick or getting sick.
fuck, Ali went. Okay, Ali makes actually, yeah, Ali would probably make sense. To be fair, all of us were sick, bar I guess Mum. She
Not
just sort
me.
of locked in,
Nope.
like not
Not.
even a little bit.
No, I wasn't sick once. No. No
No, but like,
queasiness.
did you not like? Okay, but like getting sick and feeling sick, like you didn't feel sick.
No. Did not
Fuck.
feel it. Did not get sick. I was fine.
What the fuck?
And
Shit.
and like I can survive wearing VR for ages. So what does that say about me?
Fuck. Damn. Yeah, I was thinking like, oh yeah, well,
Okay, I was nervous with like how the waves were crashing about, right? Because that gave me
yeah,
sort of cracking vibes with that. But you know, it's
fair. I was just thinking like that. There wasn't like even like just the tiniest like
no
weird feeling in your stomach at all. Like nothing.
nothing.
Literally, like there was not even an instance where you think like, oh, this is kind of feeling a bit weird.
I have no reason to bullshit you.
Yeah. Just, damn. Fuck, man. I was just like feeling like I was just feeling weird that entire boat trip. I don't know. I suppose I was probably. I mean, like, to be fair, we had McDonald's beforehand, and I think I was eating a bit like a pig there. So
A pig. Oh.
yeah, I don't know. I was kind of horking down my food. I just didn't think I was gonna get as fucked up as I did. Because it's not even like I was really. I don't even think I was on my iPod or whatever the fuck. I wasn't on anything.
You
I
had
was
an
just kind
iPod
of
mini.
sitting.
Or no,
Yeah,
iPod, sorry, iPod.
yeah. No, this was like this before the fucking Toontastic saga. Like, no, this is just a fair bit before. So I'm just wondering, like, okay, like, because our other brother back then, like, yeah, he got like sick all the time, like that was just something that happened to him. But like me, I was usually the best at like not getting sick, so I
so
was just wondering, like, what the fuck's going on?
so you basically vomited yourself to sleep, did you?
I mean, yeah, I get because I was like throwing up like a lot. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know. It was a
I
lot for a
mean
6 or 7 year old.
I mean if it knocks you out, then you know, at least
Yeah.
you
I
were
mean, that's probably
sleeping.
the best case scenario because, well, I'm okay. Not the best case scenario for our mom who had to like fucking take two fucking small kids in her arms. They fucking just went like for fucking
Yeah.
yeah, like 5 minutes uninterrupted. Now we were fucking going at it for a while. The only reason she didn't fucking like start just fucking tweaking was because like this one young motherfucker got like just this massive stack of like brown paper bags. Like, here, look, you're gonna fucking need this.
And then of course there was one older person acting like they were on the brink of death.
Yeah, one
Uh,
older person, just one
uh,
older person in the back. Yeah. Nice.
uh,
Oh my fucking god. Like, oh, Annie, I'm dying. Oh, I'm dying. Yeah, Pat, shut the fuck up. I'm unhalving my chicken nuggets. She didn't even get sick. Like,
no.
here's me and George, like, literally fucking passed out.
Yeah,
Covered, like,
puking,
our.
yeah.
Yeah, like our t-shirts are ruined from how much fucking vomiting we're doing. Mom's just like fucking like holding onto our sweaty asses, like I fucking. They better name a school after me for this shit, and then fucking like Pat's like, oh, call an ambulance, call an ambulance. Like, shut the fuck up, fucking yeah, woman. Yeah, yeah. It just kept like that's probably why fucking Ali passed out. Like just the fucking because I think Pat, yeah, Pat was like fucking shaking her as well. I think that was how bad it was. So Pat, like Ali just gave up. She's like, all right, fuck this, I'm done.
So yeah,
And that's why
we're
you
even
don't
talking
really
about
take
sleep
the ferry. Yeah, yeah. We're talking about sleep. That's honestly the best case
because
scenario
we're quite
because I would.
literally tired.
Yeah, no, but literally, when I woke up after being sick, barring the feeling in my stomach, I felt great. Like my face and my head felt great.
Yeah,
I was a little thirsty, very thirsty, but I was fine for the most part.
right.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't even know I was gonna be sick until after I went to the bathroom the one time, and like the entire ship was just fucking shaking. It was crazy. I still just can't believe, like, you really. I don't know how the fuck you didn't get sick. Like, because we all had McDonald's, we all had the same sort of order, and
Like,
you just were like, ah,
like,
like,
I know, like, I've definitely gotten sick after eating McDonald's before, but not in a case where we went on a boat or a plane.
yeah. Because to be fair, like during, like, aside from like seizures, you've never really puked that much.
The
It's
last time I puked was the last seizure I had, quite literally.
yeah, like you never really got sick. Like, I think the person who's probably puked the
But,
most is probably other brother, but like
but,
that's it.
but all I'm gonna say is that any seizure I had, I was puking hard as hell. Like,
Mm.
from, like, a regular vomiting bug. I was like, it was making me vomit full force. It's like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, our audience is probably fucking over the moon hearing us talking about fucking puke for the last like 5 or 10 minutes uninterrupted. Yeah, you stick around, fuckers. This is just gonna be the entire fucking show from here on out. Just us talking about like, all right, guys. One time I took a shit and it was this big. Clogged the toilet for 2.5 days.
Boom.
Oh fuck. Yeah, the moral of the story, guys, getting sick sucks, so don't get sick. If you get sick, you cringe.
And
You should feel bad.
doing all nighters, not getting enough sleep also sucks.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
not
but
worth it, guys.
go care from us because we're not exactly like
Yeah.
we try, but we're still not exactly the best at
Yeah.
sleeping.
Yeah. We're not scientists, but we have experimented. And let me tell you, finishing that battle pass is not fucking worth it. Trust me. That shit will never be fucking worth it. Ah. I don't know, man. I feel like unless like you're basically knocked out, I feel like sleep is never gonna feel good. But maybe that's just because I don't know, I think reality's just kind of fucked for me. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's where my epilepsy comes in. Knock me out.
Yeah. Just yeah. That's the reverse. Instead of taking sleeping pills, you just forget to take your medication. Then you get a fucking great night's sleep. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's revolutionary.
everyone gets to hear what goes on. Well, I don't even hear what I'm doing. So
Yeah. Yeah, bro just gets the but yeah, bro just gets like a little fucking break to himself. Then he wakes up, he's like, huh? Yeah. Nah, bro. This is a message. This is the message that all the audience should take away from this episode of Fleece today. Stop taking your medication. You get a great night's sleep if you do. That heart medication you're taking, hop off that shit. You're about to have the greatest fucking nap of your life. Oh man, I hate fucking sleep. It's probably we're like doing this at like midnight as well. Like, well, I was saying midnight. It's probably like a few minutes until then. Probably like I don't know, like 8 minutes till like 11:30 right now. Great. And this is what I mean though. Like, just imagine the shit you could be doing if you didn't have to sleep. Like, even outside of like a human achievement and advancement like scale, just imagine. Well, I suppose it would cause some problems too, because I feel like sleeping is a valid excuse to just like not do anything as well. Because if you didn't have to sleep, like all the jobs in the world, you'd have to work so many more hours.
yeah,
I would think. I wouldn't think because once sleep and just in general energy no longer becomes a problem, you're just gonna have to keep working. I mean, probably double, like maybe not double. I mean, I suppose you'd still
Infinity.
get exhausted. Yeah. I suppose like it wouldn't just be like you're just working away as like a slave. I think eventually they would just be like your body just becomes weak. So you just have to like wait until you're feeling a bit better.
Mm.
But suppose if you have infinite if you have infinite energy, if you have a way to basically bypass all the things that you need to sleep forward, well then I suppose you could just work forever, couldn't you? Shit. I suppose in that sort of way, maybe it's why nobody's
Like
figured
a
out.
Roblox microtransaction for infinite energy.
Yeah. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give it a like and notification subscribe bell thing so that you can join our fucking membership Discord and get 5 extra seconds to play this Roblox game. All for the low payment of $99.99. I think that's probably why nobody's figured out the secret to just infinite energy. Because if they did, life would probably somehow suck more than it already is. Because like on the one hand, it just means okay, well, sleep's kind of a pain in the ass. So like if and without it, we'd just be able to like just advance so far into the future, it basically looked like a sci-fi thing. But that's probably not a good thing.
Hmm.
So I guess I don't know. On the one hand, sleeping is shit. On the other, you don't want to work anything more than 8-hour shifts. Fireworks.
Go on.
I think yeah, that's the audience reaction. They're like, yeah, I already fucking hate my job. I don't want to work a fucking second longer than I have to. Don't fucking do the infinite energy.
Yeah, guys, we're still
So,
figuring out why my laptop does that thing with Daniel whenever he does gestures and shit. It could be just my
yeah,
laptop.
I'll do like some shit like this, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, it's like subtitles, just in case you didn't know what I was thinking. There you go. Oh man. And like for all the fucking listeners, well, this year they're not gonna fucking get any of that. On like Spotify, can we just put in like fucking subtitles for that, and then just like at the end of it, we just have thumbs up emoji.
No, Spotify now shows videos too.
Oh yeah, fuck it
Yeah.
does. Yeah, I saw that in Joe Rogan. Yeah, okay. Turns out I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. They didn't do that for the very podcast, did they, Ryan? I expect full royalties. I expect 10,000 Robux in my bank by the end of this second. Where's my money? Goddamn General Diamond.
Get some sleep.
Get some sleep. Get some sleep. What time is it anyway? It's like
You're half of them.
nearly half 11. Real. Most people be fucking asleep right now, but we're not because we don't just like
fleeced by us.
yeah, we don't just fleece your time and everyone else's. We also fleece our own for no other reason than we fucking can. Because we're just based like that.
Always will be.
Yeah, always will be. Just credits
Your
start
time will
playing.
be. May your time be fleeced. Always.
Always. It's fleecing time.
Anyway.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Moral of the story: go to fucking sleep.
Go to fucking bed. Or as our uncle say, dog, get to bed.
Get in there, you fucking muttons.
The poor dogs being shouted at.
Nah, they're not being shouted at hard enough. Just fucking throw them in there, man.
Alright. Anyway, that'll be it for this episode of Fleece. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.